Welcome to the maiden edition of the Royal Banking and Finance Challenge for tertiary institutions. The Royal Banking and Finance Challenge is a quiz competition for universities aimed at improving financial literacy in Ghana.
The Royal Banking and Finance Challenge 2017 is supported by the Ghana Stock Exchange, SSNIT, Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana, GLICO Life, Databank, Everpure, The Finder, TV Africa, GHOne TV, Joy News, Joy Prime and Adom TV, and proudly brought to you by the Royal Bank.
The Royal Bank. Real banking, real difference.
The maiden edition of the challenge will involve 16 of Ghana's most interesting and the best universities. These guys are well drilled, they are ready to do action, and so we believe that this year's competition will be fun. I guess we all know that. The draw for the competition was done at the launch at the head office of the Royal Bank, and the 4 quarterfinal pairings are as follows. We have Regent University College of Science and Technology, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and Zenith University College. Quarterfinal 2 will be Valley View University, Lancaster University of Ghana, University of Cape Coast, and University of Ghana. Quarterfinal 3 will be made up of Islamic University College, Methodist University College, Central University, and GIMPA. And then quarterfinal 4 will be University of Professional Studies, University of Education, Wisconsin International University, and Ghana Telecom University.
There's a place in my heart that makes me feel that you're the one. It's a place I wanna be, 'cause satisfaction guaranteed. From strength to strength you help me grow, 'cause you're there for me. And teach me how to be independent, 'cause you care for me. It's you.
The Royal Bank.
The Royal Bank.
The Royal Bank.
Banking with transparency, commitment to integrity.
The Royal Bank.
The Royal Bank. The Royal Bank.
The Royal Bank. Real banking, real difference.
We are ready to go, and at this stage, let me invite the contestants for quarterfinal 1, and I'll start with Regent University College of Science and Technology.
My name is Samuel Bote from Regent University College, and she is
Edufair, also from Regent University.
We are very excited to be contestants to represent our school in this challenge named the Royal Banking and Finance Challenge. We hope and we are very excited to contest in this challenge, and we hope we win.
My name is Clement Amano from the University School of Business, and I have with me.
My name is Akipelu Grace Ayoka, University School of Business.
We are here as the contestants. We are going for the quarterfinals, and we hope and trust that by the time the quiz ends, we will come out as winners of this particular round. Let me see what.
We are so excited about this program, and with the help of God, University will be the winner. Thank you.
My name is Ali Dubseni. I'm from Zenith University College.
I'm Patience Chidimalpara from Zenith University, and we are representing our school at this year's Royal Banking and Finance competition. We hope to take the prize home. We'll put in our best to see how far we can go in the competition, hopefully till the end. And I ask you all to watch out for us.
Regent University College is represented by...
My name is Samuel Bote. I'm in level 400 Banking and Finance.
I'm Sarah Ofeajiman, 400.
Who is representing KNUST?
My name is Akipelu Grace Ayoka, final year Banking and Finance.
Final year Banking and Finance, and...
Clement Amano.
Zenith.
Ali Dubseni is my name. I'm level 400 student offering accounting.
I'm Patience Chidimalpara, financial management, 400 level.
Level 400, financial management. Okay, so these are our contestants. Let's put our hands together for all of you. Now at this stage, let me introduce you to our consultants for this year's competition. I'll start with Mr. K.S. Yamwa.
Mr. K.S. Yamwa holds a BSc Administration Accounting Option degree from the University of Ghana. an executive MBA from China Europe International Business School, and an ICA Ghana Professional Certificate. He is a chartered accountant and an investment banker by profession. His career with the exchange, which dates back to December 1990, has seen him serve as the presiding officer on the trading floor, financial controller, head of listings, and general manager. He was appointed the managing director of the exchange in April 2003. Mr. John Smart, Chief Business Development Officer, GLICO Life Insurance Company Limited. John Smart is an astute insurance salesperson with the expert financial acumen. He began his insurance career in 1987 when he joined Gemini Life Insurance Company, now GLICO Life Insurance Company, as a sales and marketing executive. Through hard work and dedication, he was promoted to the rank of a marketing manager, the very first marketing manager position at Gemini Life. Smart holds a postgraduate diploma in life assurance from the School of Professional Studies, New Jersey, USA, a postgraduate diploma in life insurance marketing from Life Insurance Management and Research Associates in Connecticut, USA, and an associate's degree in computer science from KNUST, Ghana. Mr. Francis Owusu Echampong is a retired banker and the former head of risk management and operation integrity, respectively, of Stanbic Bank Ghana Limited. He is the immediate past treasurer of the Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana and currently a banking consultant, lecturing at the National Banking College and the Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana. He holds an MBA in finance from the University of Ghana Business School, fellow of the Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana, BSc in accounting from the University of Ghana Business School, and an advanced certificate in management from the Graduate Institute of Management and Technology, South Africa. He is also the author of Risk Management in Banking, a CIB textbook. Mrs. Victoria Gifty Abedu, Customer Service Manager, SSNIT. Mrs. Victoria Gifty Abedu is the Customer Service Manager at the Corporate Affairs Department, SSNIT, with responsibility of overseeing the customer service unit and managing PR campaigns. She also serves on the board of SSNIT Guest House and also lends her expertise accordingly. Victoria holds an MA in Communication from the University of Ghana School of Communication Studies. She also has an MBA Marketing option from the University of Ghana Business School and a BA in Accounts and Law from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. She also sits on several committees at SSNIT and contributes immensely to the public education and public image of the trust.
Okay, so now that we know our consultants and we know our competitors, I think it's time for us to get the show started. Are we ready? Yes. Okay, so rules for quarterfinal 1. There will be 4 rounds of questions. At the end of each round, the scores will be announced to show progress of each school. The quizmaster will indicate the time and marks allotted to each question, and when required, the quizmaster will also indicate the time and the marks allotted to each bonus question. A round may involve one or more sections, and the instructions related to each section in a round will be given by the quizmaster. The quizmaster and or the consultants reserve the right to award less than the maximum number of marks where they believe that the answer given by a contestant does not fully meet the requirements for correctitude. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now move on to round 1. Regent University College. For question number 1, there are currently a number of shares listed on Ghana Stock Exchange. In reporting the performance of these shares, the names of the companies are abbreviated. For example, AGA represents Anglo Gold Ashanti. Now let's see how well you follow the happenings on the Ghana Stock Exchange. I'm going to give you some abbreviations for shares listed on the exchange, and you'll be required to give me the associated companies. So let's start with JJBL. KNUST for 3 marks.
Guinness Ghana Breweries Limited.
That's correct for 3 points. Guinness Ghana Breweries. So to you, KNUST, for 5 marks now. PBC. Zenith College for 3.
Public Broadcast Corporation.
No, please. You have only one chance for a bonus. Now let me come to you, Regent University. You have any idea? PBC?
Premium Bank Limited.
No. It is Produce Buying Company. So now we go to Zenith University College for 5 marks. And the short form we are looking for is MLC. Zenith, any ideas? No. So we come to you, Regent University. MLC, you have any idea?
Multilateral Company.
It's not multilateral company. Let's go to KNUST. Any ideas?
Manufacturing Limited Company.
It's Mechanical Lloyd Company. It tells us that we need to get closer to the stock exchange, isn't it? Let me come back to you, Regent. We now move all the way to the Ghana Stock Exchange Composite Index. Measures the performance of shares listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Which exchanges are related to the following indices? We are looking for those of you who are monitoring world stocks, and I'll mention you index and see whether you have any idea in which country or in which stock market this index uses. The Nikkei 225.
China.
Where?
China.
It's not China. You still have some few seconds.
Korea.
It's not Korea. Let me go to KNUST, the Nikkei 225.
New York Stock
It's not a New York Stock Exchange. Zenith University College.
Japan.
It's Japan. It's the Tokyo Stock Exchange. It's on the Tokyo Stock Exchange. Okay, so let me come to you, KNUST, for 5 marks. So that's 3 marks for Zenith College. So for 5 marks, we're talking about the Hang Seng Index, the Hang Seng.
Korean Stock Exchange.
No.
Japan.
No. Zenith.
China.
It's not China. Regent.
Korea DPR.
No. It's a Hong Kong. So this one, I think it goes to Zenith College for 5. What about the DAX? DAX.
New York.
It's not a New York exchange. You have some few seconds left. Oh, okay. So we go to Regent University. DAX.
Germany.
It's Germany. It's Frankfurt, to be precise. Okay, thank you. We move on now to something relating to pensions. We go to Regent University College. Ghana currently runs a 3-tier pension scheme. Which of the tiers does SSNIT cater for?
Tier 2.
It's not tier 2.
Tier 1.
Tier 1. We move on to the next question, and we're still on pensions. Just a quick one here. We are with KNUST, I guess. The primary responsibility for pensions is to replace part of lost income of Ghanaian workers or their dependents due to old age, invalidity, or loss of life. On the average, how many people are added to the list of pensioners every year? You have any idea?
7,000.
7,000 is correct. 7,000 is correct. That's for 5 marks. So we move on to Zenith University College. And let me ask you this. Apart from making provision for a contributory 3-tier pension scheme, Act 766 established a body to oversee the administration and management of registered pension schemes and trustees of registered schemes. Which body is this? Okay. Any idea, Regent University College? The body, yep.
Social Security Act 766.
KNUST.
National Pensions Regulatory Authority.
That is correct. That is correct. National Pensions Regulatory Authority, KNUST, for 3 marks. So let me come back to you, Regent University. Let's go into banking now for 5 marks. To allow for a bank to take action against all parties to a joint account, should an account be overdrawn or a loan remain unpaid, the bank should obtain what undertaking from the parties when opening the account, so that they can take action against all the signatories to the account. what undertaking would they have to take? You have any ideas? Sorry, KNUST?
Joint and several liabilities.
That is correct. Joint and several liability. That is correct. Joint and several liability, so that it allows them to take action against all the parties to the account. Okay, so KNUST, this time for 5. So previously, that was 3 marks. Now this one for 5. We're still with banks and relationships. If a bank mandate relating to a joint account does not include a survivorship clause, what does a notice of death of one party do to the bank mandate? Assuming that the parties didn't sign a survivorship clause in a joint account. When we hear that one party is dead, what happens to the mandate?
The accounts will be frozen.
No, I would not accept that. You still have some few seconds. You want to try again?
The account will be given to the survivor, in the name of the survivor.
No. Zenith Bank. The mandate. What happens to the mandate?
The bank have to seize the account so that to prevent Clinton's case.
Well, I will not say seize the account. I'm thinking about what happens to the mandate itself, the mandate that the parties to the account signed. Regent University, you have any ideas? We're doing practical banking now. What happens? Okay, so what happens is that it cancels the bank mandate, and the bank will have to seek instructions from the deceased personal representatives as to how the deceased share of the funds should be dealt with. So, once you have noticed that one party is dead, it cancels the mandate. So the mandate is no longer valid. I hope you understand. So Zenith University, this is yours. The owners or managers of a partnership, we are dealing with a partnership. The owners or managers, members of a partnership are under normal circumstances equally and personally liable for the debts of the business. That's a fact. Under what circumstance will one or more partners have limited obligations?
If in the Partnership Act it is being stated that liability of a certain members are limited, should be limited.
I'll give it to him. When it's a limited partnership. Okay, so we'll go to our consultant.
Yeah, I'm not going to deduct anything from what my son or daughter said, except to clarify that there's a partnership deed, but not a partnership act.
Okay.
An act is that which starts as a bill from Parliament, and then when it's assented, it becomes an act. But the agreement between the partners is what is called a partnership deed.
Okay, thank you. That will be the end of round 1. Thank you. Welcome back at the end of round 1. Regent University at the end of round 1 had 3 marks. Zenith College had 8 marks. And KNUST has 17 marks. We move on straight away to round 2. And the instructions for round 2 are as follows. The questions in this round are directed at all schools. The first school to press the bell or the light is given 10 seconds to answer the question for 5 marks. If the school fails to answer correctly, the question is passed on to the next school to their left for 3 marks. We move on to round 2. It's to all of you. So I'm going to give you a clue. At any point in time, you can stop me if you think you already know the answer. These market instruments are highly liquid and readily marketable. It is primary market focused. The main instruments are overnight borrowings between banks, and it has short-term maturities and is less than 1 year. On this market,
shares.
No.
Treasury bill.
No. We are dealing with a market. So next one is KNUST now.
Money market. Money markets.
It's money market. That's correct. This is about banking regulation. It's a measure of the solvency of a bank. The current trend is to move away from this from this requirement and to ask banks to take deposit insurance with designated institutions. It sets the minimum reserves each bank must hold to demand deposits and bank notes. Zenith College, yes?
Minimum required reserve ratio.
Well, I'll give it to you. It's the reserve requirements. It's correct. This limit restricts banks from having imprudently large exposures to individual counterparties or group of connected counterparties. The limit may be expressed as a proportion of the bank's assets or equity. Different limits may apply depending on the security held or the credit rating of the counterparty. Which limit are we dealing with? Yes? KNUST are here? No? Okay, so Zenith.
Restriction on exposure on risks.
No. Regent University. Time up is the single obligor limit. Now let's move back to something practical about SSNIT, one of our sponsors. We need to expose ourselves to what happens with our pensions because we all get there, isn't it? Okay, so SSNIT has a decentralized operational system made up of the area, the branch, and the day offices. How many area offices do they have in the country? Well, KNUST, yes? 8 of them for 5. What about branches? KNUST?
50.
It's 50, that's correct. And what about day offices? The same KNUST?
23.
Yeah? It's 23, that's correct. That's 23, that's correct. Okay, we are still on pensions. Tier 1. We talked about Tier 1 earlier. Tier 1 is a social insurance scheme under which members contribute during their working life and receive monthly pension in the event of old age or invalidity. In the case of death, the members or the contributors' dependents, what do they receive? What is the name of what they receive? Yes, KNUST.
Pensions.
We know it's pensions, but there's a specific name
Benefits.
for what type of benefit. You've already had your 2 chances. So we go to Zenith. You have any idea? No? So, Regent, you have any idea? What's the name?
Life benefit.
It is not life, it's survivor's lump sum benefit. Survivor's lump sum benefit. In the case that a person dies before he goes on pension, the survivors get a survivor's lump sum benefit. Thank you very much. This is also for all of you. We're still on pensions. Apart from death, what other 2 circumstances will occasion payment of monies under Tier 1 scheme? KNUST.
Invalidity and old age.
Invalidity and old age. Which is the largest non-bank financial institution in Ghana? Any ideas here? Yes. Regent, yes?
Credit reference bureaus.
No. 10 seconds up, please.
SSNIT.
It's SSNIT. That should be the end of round 2.
Imagine this. Christmas was very exciting. You had friends and family coming around, people you haven't seen in a very long while, and so you wanted to delight them. This brought a lot of financial constraints on you, but you met all your financial commitments. Then it's the beginning of the year. You're in traffic, driving to a very important meeting. You don't want to miss it. Time is very essential. Oops! You're stopped by the law enforcement officer. What is the problem? You haven't done your insurance. That is, your auto insurance. We at the Royal Bank know that the road is not always smooth. We want you to avoid surprises, and we want to help you handle those surprises. So, we've come up with the Royal Auto Insurance Loan. This loan allows you to pay your auto insurance and you relax. Pay the Royal Bank within the year. And there's even an added benefit. You earn discounts when you do this insurance with our partner insurance company. Relax and let us do the job for you. The Royal Bank. Real banking, real difference.
At the end of round 2, the scores as Regent University, 3 points. Zenith College, 13 points. And KNUST, 47 points. So we move straight away into round 3. And the instructions. A question is asked in this round, and each school will take turns at giving part of the answer. So there is no competition. There's enough questions to go around. There are enough answers for each school to have a go. So if they answer correctly this time around, they have 15 seconds to give their answer, and they are awarded 5 marks if they get it correctly. So there's nothing like a bonus question. We're still in banking. One common objective of central bank regulation of banks is for credit allocation. So for instance, the central bank used to direct banks as to what percentage of their total loan portfolio should be to agriculture or industry. So that's to direct credit to favored sectors. Regent, mention one of the 4 other common objectives of Bank of Ghana regulations. Mention one of the other 4 for 5 marks. Let me hear you.
To see to it that various banks meet the necessary requirement to undertake banking services in the country.
What requirements? I mean, let's be clearer. Consultants, are we tempted to give many marks? Yeah. It's 5 marks.
5 marks. Let's give them 3.
3. Okay. So my consultants believe that we should give him 3. So Regent University, you get 3. Let me come to you, KNUST. You have a chance for 5.
To boost the confidence of the financial industry in Ghana.
Boost the confidence of the financial industry by doing what? What type of regulation? What precisely?
By regulating the players in the market.
I know. That's all the central bank does, isn't it? To regulate the players in the market. I'm not tempted. Or it doesn't sound... Okay. You will not get anything. Zenith University College.
To protect the investors' money.
To protect what?
To protect investors.
To protect investors.
Yes, their investments.
I'll give it to them. Yeah, I'll give it to them. So, the answers that they could have selected from will include prudential. That's to reduce the level of risk to which bank creditors are exposed. So that will fall under what she talked about. Systemic risk reduction. That is to reduce the risk of disruption resulting from adverse trading conditions of banks causing multiple or major bank failures. Avoid misuse of the banks. You know, these days we are talking about anti-money laundering issues. So it protects to reduce the risk of banks being used for criminal purposes and to protect banking confidentiality. So these are the choices that you had, and your answers were not very specific. Yes, consultant.
This is a rather current regulatory objective, which unfortunately you don't find in many of the old textbooks. And because we have what we call a global village phenomenon, we are part of the entire world system. So we are part of the Basel arrangement. So one of new objective is to help to sanitize the entire global financial system.
Okay. So every central bank, one of your responsibilities is to be part of the process of sanitizing the international financial system. So we can move on. Let me see if I have another question. Yes, I have one that everybody has a chance. So I'll come back to you, Regent University. The duties of a bank to its customer were clearly established in the landmark case Joachimson versus Swiss Bank Corporation 1921. And it still persists. The duties of bankers have not changed. Mention one duty of a banker, which in effect is a right of a customer. So a duty of a banker to his customer. Just give us one.
The duty to give a reasonable notice to the customer before the disclosure of an account.
Well, I think I'll give that. I'll give that. Let me give him that. You know, because before a bank can disclose the information about its customer, it will need either the express or express permission of the customer. So it's a duty to give them notice. KNUS, you have any idea? Just give me one.
To pay checks drawn by customers.
To pay checks drawn by customers. It's a duty of the banker to receive, to repay on demand in accordance with the customer's written instructions. I'll give you that. What about you, Zenith?
To obey any express mandate from its
To obey any express mandate from the customer, that's also a duty of the bank to its customer. And so we have several of them. To receive the customer's cash for deposit and check for collection and credit to customer's account, to repay on demand in accordance with the customer's written instructions, which he said, to give reasonable notice before closing a credit account. Of course, the bank cannot just get up and close your account without giving you notice. These are things that we need to maintain secrecy in respect of a customer's account and affairs. And that's what Regent University were referring to advise customers immediately of forgery of a signature or any fraud in account that has come to his notice, to provide regular statement of account to the customer, and to supply the balance on request, and to abide by any express mandate from his customer, which is also important, and to exercise proper care and skill in carrying out any business he has agreed to transact for the customer. Let's move on to the next one. Under what circumstances would the Royal Bank be considered as acting as an agent of its customer? Regent University.
The principal agent.
No.
Buying shares on behalf of the customer.
I'll take that. It's correct. It's correct. It's correct. I'll give him 5 marks. Buying shares on behalf of the customer. Or it could be arrange insurance or mortgage on behalf of the customer. So I'll accept that. Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
Paying checks issued by a customer.
That's true. A customer draws a check to a third party. That's true. That's correct. And Zenith University?
Paying bills on behalf of the...
Paying bills on behalf of the customer these days is become part of the activities of banks. So I'll accept that also for 5 marks. I'll accept that. You know, the private banking units and they are beginning to provide services, specialized services on behalf of their customers. So in that case, they are acting as an agent. I'll accept that. The customer also has a duty to the bank. Mention one duty of a customer which in effect is the right of the banker.
A customer must take care when he or she is drawing a check in order not to mislead the bank.
That is wonderful. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. To exercise reasonable care when drawing check to help prevent alteration, fraud, and forgery so that the bank will not be misled. That's well taken. Let me come to KNUSC.
He has to repay loans.
He has to repay. Yeah, you have to repay. I'll take that. Zenith University.
The customer is to inform the bank if his checkbook has been stolen or if he notices that his signature...
I think that's exactly what KNUSC said.
If in case...
To inform the bank of any known forgeries. That is correct. Of any known forgeries. I'll take that. I'll give it to them. We're going to discuss the sources of funds available to businesses apart from overdrafts and term facilities. Regent University, you start us off almost all the time. Yes. Sources of funds apart from overdrafts available to businesses. Just give us an example. Where would they be able to go and look for funds? Yeah.
By floating shares on the stock.
Share flotation is correct. Share flotation is correct. Let's move on to KNUST.
Venture capital.
Venture capital fund is also allowed. What about you, Zenith University College?
My government providing a supporting loan for the institution.
I'll accept that. Example is the Exim Guarantee Company. What they used to do is now Exim Bank, isn't it? So these are opportunities are there. Other savings and loans companies are also providing funding. Official SME schemes, including Business Assistance Fund, Ghana Investment Fund, and Export Development and Investive. That was the EDF, which has now been turned into a bank. Then donor organizations funding, including CEDA and Danida. So there are a lot of opportunities for people. We are back to you once again, Regent. Tell us, what do you know about this? Under what circumstances would a bank be justified in refusing to pay a customer's check or instruction? Just give me one.
When there is insufficient funds in the credit account.
When there is insufficient funds, the bank is not obliged to pay, isn't it? That's correct. Wonderful. Let's move on. Kwame Nkrumah University. Any ideas?
On the death of a customer.
By court order.
Like court order. I'll take that one. I prefer that. It's a legal bar, which is also death. The death is also a legal bar. So I accept that. 5 marks. And Zenith.
a straight check, for instance, a check which is, the date is over maybe, let's say, 60 days in banking practice?
I'll take that. When the check is defective, you wouldn't want it. Okay, so let me go to my consultant. I wanted to be very generous, but my consultant thinks we need to improve the quality of our answers. Yes.
Unfortunately, I do not subscribe to giving my
From
son or
Zenith
the full marks.
Full marks, okay.
If it's 5 marks, I would rather give 3.
Okay. So let's.
The answer does not really satisfy.
Not succinct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll award you 3 marks, and I'll explain. So the options could have been when a customer has insufficient funds, as already said. A customer wants to draw against uncleared effects, which is also an example. When the check is defective, I think that the word that we're looking for is the check is defective, okay, or technically irregular, okay, or when there's a legal bar to pay a check. Those are the 4 circumstances, okay. So I think 3 marks to Zenith College. Listed companies are expected to inform the general public about any significant development in their operations. Regent University, what would you consider a significant development for a listed company?
High level of retained profit earnings.
I'm not impressed. KNUST.
Resignation of a CEO.
Acquisition.
Mm-hmm. Please, we need to be sure what you want. What are you saying? Is it mergers or resignation? Which is which?
Merger and acquisition.
Mergers and acquisition is correct. I'll take that. Mergers and acquisition. And Zenith College, there are still options. Change in management or significant changes in the board or the management. I'll take that. This brings to the end round 3.
Contact Center, which is part of the Operational Business Suite project embarked upon by the company, has become the interface between SSNIT and its cherished customers. The Contact Center provides alternate channel for scheme members, including employers and the public, to make enquiries, lodge complaints, compliment and provide feedbacks. At the Contact Center, it's our job every day to make every important aspect of the customer experience a little bit better.
We deliver on our promise. SSNIT.
SSNIT, we deliver on our promise.
GLICO Enidaso Hope Micro Insurance Policy. The Enidaso policy is designed to provide payment of a lump sum at the end of the policy period. It also offers policyholders a low-cost life insurance for workers in the informal sector. The unique feature of this product is that it can be taken out as a standalone policy or taken together with a savings benefit. The policy can be extended to cover the principal life insured immediate dependents, that is, spouse and children below 18 years or above, if in full-time education. The minimum daily contribution is 10 Ghana cedis and is available for individuals 18 years and above.
At the end of the 3rd round, we have Regent University 26 marks. KNUST 77 marks. And Zenith College 46 marks. 46. I'll start with Zenith College. You are ready? Okay. What is the effect of a qualified acceptance on a bill of exchange? What do you say?
It amounts to dishonor of the bill.
It amounts to dishonor of the bill. Thank you very much. It amounts to dishonor of the bill. KNUST, how many crossings may be found on a check? How many crossings may be found on a check?
4.
Okay, I'll take it. It's 4. And I'll just give you the type of crossings. The general is either a general crossing, a special crossing, not negotiable, or an account payee. Those are the crossings. Let me come to you, Regent University. Which instrument enables the transferee to obtain a better title than his transferor, provided certain conditions, for example, good faith, are fulfilled? Which instrument enables that?
Negotiable instrument.
A negotiable instrument is correct. Thank you very much. Let's give them. Let's clap for them. Negotiable instrument. Back to you, Zenith College. The market where one currency is converted into another currency is called what market? Which market?
Foreign exchange.
Foreign exchange. Can you please speak up? It's foreign exchange. Speak into the mic. Thank you. Foreign exchange. KNUST. Which of the following is most likely to result from a stronger Ghanaian cedi? Ghanaian goods exported abroad will cost less in foreign countries, and so foreigners will buy more of them. B, Ghanaian goods exported abroad will cost more in foreign countries, and so foreigners will buy more of them. C, Ghanaian goods exported abroad will cost more in foreign countries, and so foreigners will buy fewer of them. And D, Ghanaians will purchase fewer foreign goods. Which is which?
C.
And, okay, it's correct. I'll give you this. Ghanaian goods exported abroad will cost more in foreign countries, and so foreigners will buy fewer of them. Okay, so let me come to you, Regent. Everything else held constant, Ghanaians who love French wine benefit most from, and I'll give you options, okay? A decrease in the cedi price of euros. B, an increase in the cedi price of euros. C, a constant cedi price for euros. And D, a ban on imports from Europe.
A decrease in the cedi price of euros.
That is correct. That is correct. For 5 marks. A decrease in the cedi price of euros. That is correct. Next question to Zenith. Everything else held constant. A decrease in the value of the Ghanaian cedi relative to all foreign currencies means that the price of foreign goods purchased by Ghanaians does what? Increases. Thank you very much. So, KNUST, tell me this. Which act defines the common law of Ghana? A, the Cause Act 1993. B, the Matrimonial Causes Act 1875. C, Statute of Frauds Act 1677. Or D, the Interpretation Act 1960.
The Interpretation Act 1960.
The Interpretation Act 1960 is correct. And finally, on this part, which enactments Regent University defines the laws of Ghana? A, the Interpretation Act 1960. B, the 1992 Constitution. C, the Cause Act 1993. Or D, the Administration of Estates Act 1685.
The 1992 Constitution.
The 1992 Constitution is correct. Now we go into the final segment of round 4.
There's a place in my heart that makes me feel that you're the one. It's a place I wanna be, 'cause satisfaction guaranteed. From strength to strength you help me grow, 'cause you're there for me. And teach me how to be independent, 'cause you care for me. It's you.
The Royal Bank.
The Royal Bank.
The Royal Bank.
Banking with transparency, commitment to integrity.
The Royal Bank.
The Royal Bank. The Royal Bank.
The Royal Bank. Real banking, real difference.
To participate in the Ghana Stock Exchange activities as an investor, one must know the following. Have a stockbroker who is licensed by the Stock Exchange and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. That you are entitled to dividend at the end of the financial year when profits are realized. Dividends are calculated as interest on your investment, or you are entitled to capital gain if you decide to sell your investment in a particular company listed on the stock exchange. Capital gain is the difference between the price. Capital gain is the difference between the price at which a security is sold and the price at which the security was purchased. Be aware that your broker should be in the position to advise you on the best investment options available. Log on to www.gse.com.gh for more information.
Checkmate. This is where the real brains start working. All of you should be picking the answers we are given as we go on, because you'll be using them in subsequent calculations. Are we set? Okay. So we are saying that the worker contributes 5.5% of his monthly basic as pension. What percentage is contributed by his or her employers? The light. Okay, it's KNUST.
13%.
13% is correct. The minimum contribution is what percentage of the approved monthly equivalent of the national minimum daily wage? We have Regent.
25%.
It's not up to 25%. That would be too much. Zenith, you have any ideas?
5%.
It's not 5%. KNUST.
18%.
No, it's 18.5%. What percentage is transferred to the National Health Insurance Fund for provision of medical insurance? Yes, KNUST.
2.5%.
It's 2.5%. That's correct. What percentage is transferred by SSNIT to Tier 2? Hey, KNUST.
5%.
5%. That is correct. So, in effect, SSNIT holds what percentage for the administration of Tier 1? KNUST.
11%.
11%. The self-employed members contribute what percentage of their declared income as pension?
18.5%.
18.5%. That is correct. Mr. Amankwa works with GLICO. His monthly basic pay is 8,000 Ghana. How much does his employer contribute to SSNIT annually on his behalf? Yes, KNUST.
1,040.
That's not correct. Zenith, I saw your light up. Did you?
2,430.
No. Finally, Regent, you have any ideas?
1,480.
It's not 1,000. So you have 8,000. His employer is contributing 13% times 12. So 8,000 times 0.13 times 12, 12,480. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next question. How much does Mr. Amankwa contribute to SSNIT as his monthly contribution? KNUST?
200
KNUST?
cedis. 200 cedis.
Are you sure? No? 5.5%. I'll go to, yes, Regent?
240 cedis.
What calculators are you using? Let me go to Zenith.
990.
I'm still wondering.
440 monthly.
It's supposed to be 440. No, he has already. You have one chance for. So sorry. It's 8,000 times 5.5%, isn't it? It's 440. How much money will SSNIT effectively hold from Mr. Amankwa's annual basic salary to administer Tier 1?
17,760.
No. Zenith?
880 monthly and 10,560 yearly.
That is correct. So how much does Mr. Amankwa contribute annually to the National Health Insurance Fund? Zenith?
200 monthly and 2,400 yearly.
That is correct. The Medina branch of the Royal Bank has 12 staff members, earning an average monthly pay of 2,500 Ghana cedis. Monthly, average, 12 members. How much does the Royal Bank need to transfer to SSNIT monthly as worker and employer contribution on behalf of the 12 staff? Zenith?
555,000.
No. They only earn 2,500. So if we are doing 555. Yes. Anybody else? KNUSC? Regent? 10 seconds more. If they are not able to do, we move on. Regent?
15,600.
No. And finally, KNUST, you have 5 seconds. There are 2,500 monthly. 2,500 monthly, and there are 12 of them, so that comes up to 2,500 times 12 of them, and then 18.5% of that is sent to it, so that comes up to 5,550. We are almost at the end. How much would the Royal Bank transfer to Tier 2 fund managers on an annual basis for the staff at Medina branch? Zenith?
600 monthly and 7,200 yearly.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. So we do KNUST, I guess. Yeah.
1,500.
That's too small. Okay, Regent. On behalf of 12 staff, not one. Regent, finally.
8,000.
It is not 8, it's actually 18,000. We're looking at 2,500 for 12 people. That's 2,500 times 12 is for the year, so times another 12 times 0.05. That is 5%, isn't it? So that gives us 18,000. Thank you very much, and that brings us to the end of round 4. Let's put our hands together for the contestants. At the end of the final round, at the end of the 4 rounds, Regent University had 41 points. Zenith College had 71 points. And KNUST had 117 points. And so, it's my privilege to declare KNUST and Zenith College as qualified to the semi-final. Thank you very much.